Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Nova Roma. Today's beverages. A very sweet but still very tasty black grape soda. So welcome back to the game. And previously we were enduring the wrath of the gods. It felt like enduring them all at the same time, the entire wrath of the game, because of various reasons. But well, we had mainly a huge flood. It wiped out a lot of crops and around the center, which we've only just rebuilt. We've also improved it, however, with the addition of large insulas, and we've now got some fountains, and we also went with olives, lots and lots of olives to hopefully get olive oil. And then, well, that's just another thing that helps people out. Happiness is okay, health is okay, building integrity is okay. In fact, really the only thing we need to do is I think maintain what we have and make a couple of odd changes here and there. And also I want to tackle some big infrastructure projects, namely the dam. Now, I've not really messed with the dam systems in the game, but well, it is something that we do have to go for, and that will hopefully sort of shore up our water infrastructure, supply, whatever you would like to call it. A quick go to rebuilding here, because there's a lot of stuff that I didn't rebuild after that flooding just because of well, I couldn't get it all. And there you go, there's a lot of that done. I don't think there's anything over here. No. Oh, that's all. These are requiring some pottery, and well, we do have pottery, but I haven't transported it. That's again another thing I might try in this episode, transporting stuff back and forward with carts, which we do have access to. Transport cart there, yeah. However, a couple of changes before we really crack on into it. Over here, you can see we've got our large temple. This is dedicated to Jupiter, and if we consult the gods, we can pay some money, some wine, and some grapes to run a festival, which increases happiness and gives us a reward. And you gain bonuses to that based on the amount of adjacent festival tiles, but it is adjacent tiles, not the ones adjacent to said other tiles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that would suffice. So if I delete that, then we should have this reconfigure and then consult the gods, and you can see it is still correct. So we need to do that. A lot of this will already be set. So over here we can see that that one is one missing, so I'm just going to zoom in. It's the star pattern, so it is in where are we at? Forum tiles. It's that sort of star pattern there, and I'm going to put one there, and that should get that bonus completed. Yes, it is. Now, you don't necessarily need to do this, but it's always best to give us that opportunity if we do so desire. So there's going to be a couple missing there. And then this is the sort of cross part, and then it's going to be forum tile, and it's that one, and then it's going to go across like that. And then again, double checking, and yes, we've got all of the bonuses there, and we could hold a festival. Fish, wine, and money. Yeah, why not? Let's hold a festival, because it'll increase the happiness of, well, that'll be of Neptune, won't it? Yeah, Neptune. And, well, we always like to make sure they're always happy. Over here is going to be a little bit more difficult, as you can see, because this one is adjacent to only 2 tiles. And this is for Ceres, I believe. Yes, Ceres. Ceres, but we've already got one all the way over here dedicated to... Oh, that's to Mars. Okay, so we might have to get another one to Ceres. We've also got one here for Vulcan, which, well, I don't think there's any way for me to fit the forum tiles in there. I'll do the best I can, I guess. Forum tiles, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6. We've looked out, and that should be all 6. And yes, indeed it is. Okay, so it would be beneficial to get Sarah's as well. But how am I going to do that? Because, as you can see, we've got... Well, we've got this here. We've got the Villa Rustica in the way, and I can't really do much about that. I'd have to delete this and move it forward 1 and then build around it. Well, there's a couple of easy ones I can do. It is delete 1 and 2 and then go for that one there, and then the ones in front like so. That's the ones that I'm thinking we can get away with. Let's go with the forum, so it's that around there and that there. That might be the 6, you know. It is actually. We've only, like I said, just looked out on that, but it is what it is. It's done. It does mean that we can go over to another grapevine and place it there, and then back here we can place some more orchard. Do I want to place orchard there? I'm actually thinking no, because where is the nearest... Oh, sorry, it doesn't matter. I was going to say, where is the nearest masonry? But the masonry is over there. So I'm going to leave this little gap, because apples is... Well, the change is in the minus, which is suboptimal. However, that might be because of obviously the flooding and such that we've had. So we shall see. In terms of things that we can unlock, we've got Swineherd, Butcher, Assault Evaporation, things like that. People have very much said that going for stone towers might be the way forward. So that would be stone wall and then towers. Ah, no, stone wall. Looks like we haven't got stone towers, have we not? Oh, that might be a problem then. Let's have a double check in military. Stone wall and stone gate. Okay, so I don't know if there is a guard tower that's bigger. And and yes, there we go. Here's another problem. We've got a massive invasion. This is one of the things that I mentioned in the last episode, that we do have a problem when it comes to... let me turn on the archers. When it comes to invaders, and well, I do need to look for some more military, and the military side of it is in, well, where was it? Do we have it unlocked? We do have infantry barracks there, so there's no point in doing it now. There's no point in doing it now. I am going to go for... Ooh, what's that? An iron ore mill. Takes iron ore from iron mines and smashes it. Frees your processing. Essentially multiplies iron from iron mines into more iron. Must be connected to a functioning aqueduct to work. That would be nice. I'd also want to go for maybe aqueducts elsewhere. Okay, I'm going to have a think about that one. Let me go for building again then, and it'll be in infrastructure, military, and then a guard tower. I'm going to place a guard tower here. Maybe a guard tower opposite here as they get in, or maybe one there actually, just to shoot anyone that comes past. We've already got ones on the corner here. This one is actually falling to pieces because I think it is just out of range of our mason. It's not just out of range, it's well out of range. Okay. Do we have one over here? We do have one, but we would benefit from another one. But as I said, I think it's a bit too late now to have this completely protected, but I'll do what I can. I'm going to put it maybe in there. There we are. And then unpause it. And, well, we'll see what happens. So we are recruiting our militia, and we're building more towers. We've already told people to work for archers and such. We also want to go for probably a Lard's Insula there again, and that'll take us over the 110, I believe. Divine tasks for Jupiter, which will be good. And obviously we've got things like make an offering of tools for Vulcan. I'm going to have to check that one, actually. Tools by Vulcan. -4 change, and we've got 2 toolsmiths. No iron is available. Right, I do need to probably start transporting more iron. Where is iron? It is there. -55 change. Okay, so... Oh, and also this road has been completely washed out. Let me stone bridge that. There we go. Yeah, I think I need a transport network from here, the iron mines. It's not fully staffed, but that's because I've obviously switched up some of the jobs. From the iron mines and then back. And no marble is available either. It's because it's not being transported. Basically, this place is well out the way, and setting up transport is something that would be of benefit, but also a huge amount of work. I'm a fan of it just doing its own thing and working, obviously, but the micromanagement for the transport cart is apparently a little bit problematic. But we shall see how we get on. So as I said, we've got one of these towers getting built over here. I've got my militia coming in, and I'm just going to see where all these guys are going to try and land. Obviously, I want to stop these guys as best I can, but there's how many boats? I think it says 11 invaders now, so we'll see where they come at. We're just clearing the land over here, so we're going to be not in time to stop that, but they have made made land here, so they're going to go maybe around to the bridge, are they not? I mean, that would be the easiest option. Or they might be pathing... No, they are pathing over here. So we're going to engage them in the water because they get a big negative. We get a +12 height advantage, and I believe they get a negative for being in there as well. I've told them to engage in that, and these guys are getting shot at. Let me just pause it for a moment while we have a look around. We've got... Oh, good grief. Lots of them invading over at this trading post. However, they are getting shot to bits by this archer, and then they are heading inland, which is going to have 2 archers going to be shooting at them. Okay. I will obviously have a look more at the availability of the archer towers. I thought you could get more, like a stone one, but well, you might be able to, but it might be locked somewhere. But these ones are getting engaged. I'm going to try and probably stop the ones that have just attacked and now running away. Although no, we'll probably go ahead and take out these, because the more we take out, the better for us. So we've already got one of them getting damaged a lot. This one is coming through, getting damaged. Oh, lots of fires, as you can see, when there's roaming through the streets. But so far, things are being engaged where we want them to be engaged. This one might get out because it's going to get around the tower. Our guys have decided to engage in the middle of the water under the bridge. Minus 25 melee defense. Thank you, militia. That's not what we want. I'm going to have to try and do better than that one. You can see we've charged into this, and hopefully we can take them out. But then I don't fancy my chances later on. What about the rest of them in here? They are getting engaged at the back. There you go. And some of them have taken gold and then are running away. We want to engage here, which I think my militia is probably not going to win this one. We got no attack bonus, and our health is lower, but we do have an archer tower. So maybe. No, don't think so. But as long as I keep them there, hopefully I can keep them there long enough to be then defeated later on by the tower. I can't recruit any more militia because you can only do the one. Oh, looks like they're running away. And this archer tower is now in play. Aha, we might be lucky here. So, our guys are engaging. And the other ones are running away. They're running through our olive field. And now they're going to be engaged by, as you can see, this tower. Right, quickly attack them. I think they're going to get back to the boat in time. What about elsewhere? There's one roaming through, but it's going to have to go through another tower. And then this one is going to have to do the same. Yeah, they're going to get away by the look of it. But I am going to engage these other ones as well. Let's see about that. I do think we should be alright with this one, though. That one's going to get away. That one's already away. Okay, it's nowhere near as bad as I thought it would be. It's still pretty bad. That's got a lot of wine in it. It's still pretty bad, but, like I say, it could have been a whole load better. Let me disband those guys. And grow your population to 710 citizens. Complete. Excellent. Grant you 5 favour. Grow the population to 1,255 citizens. Well, that was something I was going to work on, but yes, okay. So, technology trait. You got infantry barracks and cavalry barracks. I shouldn't need that for a while now, so that's fine. Let's see what people are. People are happy with excellent health, and we've defeated an enemy legion. However, we have trauma from a recent invasion, so yes. Okay, fair enough. We're actually low on, of all things, wood. Wood we're actually short of because, well, we've only got, I believe, the one forester now. There was one there, and I did originally try to place one here. Well, it looks like it's. I think I didn't follow through on it. Let's see if forester. Let's go with the forester there. And do we need a forester out there? I don't think so. I can probably just demolish things at my own pace. Let me just go with break up and clear some of that. You can see all these guys are without homes. I don't think anything's been destroyed, has it? Let's go with rebuild destroyed. And no, there's just this over here. This farm, which to be fair, keeps getting demolished, so I'm going to get rid of it myself. We'll chop the wood there. We'll chop a little bit around here. And that should do us. But yeah, overall, it's things could be a lot worse. Let me go to jobs, and we're going to turn off the archers. And there's, yeah, a lot of archer jobs now. There we go. So chop that down. That's going to give us enough wood, I think, for a large insular when I've got gold. Speaking of that, people have said about the tax rate, about upping the tax rate. We are on a 20% tax rate. I could go for a 30% and see, so that you pay more tax in the centre rather than on the sort of periphery, because there's more amenities. Are we taxing? There's tax office there. There's not a tax office over here, but there's only really these two that you'd be taxing. There's no real why we can't. Got a small temple, but there's no reason why we can't have a tax office. Let's have a check. Tax office. And maybe down here? Like that. And is there anything we're missing around this part? Are we missing a well? There's a well there. And there's a well over here. So no, so we'll just have that little gap there. That's all fine. As I said, I am going to look at transporting stuff later on, but that is maybe after the dam project. Or do we do it before? I'm not sure. Anyway, another large insula is in order, so let's just go for there. And that should be fine. I could put 2 more homes around here, which would be pretty good as well, because it's around theatres and everything else. I don't think it's around the big bakery, though, which we put in recently. Hang on, let's try and find the bakery. There it is. No. Okay. But it is what it is. As long as... oh, need new governor. Right. Serenus. Naive. Prices for merchant offers reduced. However, reduction in food consumption, which were actually really good. I'm going to have to go for them anyway, because I don't want the minus tax revenue, because at the moment it is the money that we're a little bit short on. And I do want to get more iron as well. Right, I'll have to look at that. After, as I said, homes. So these small apartments. Can I put the larger ones in? I could put one in there if I ran the road around. So if I was to demolish this road, like so, then put a large insula there and then another one in there. I mean, I could have like a row of 3 if I wanted to. I'm just going to do that to remind me where it'll probably go. But then this other little bit here. So the little bit here I might put in... I might put in another house there. Small apartments, maybe. Okay. So, grow population. Let's go from the top. And Vulcan, make an offering of 21 tools. Grow your population to 1,255 citizens. Make an offer of 57 armaments, which I don't think we're using, though. Yeah, I'm just making them. And then build a dam at least 4 blocks. That's the one I want to look at. But it's going to require at least 300 stone. So that's a fairly big thing. You can see the expected and current god honor. Right. Eventually they're going to require a bigger temple, because there is a bigger temple. You can see there's a grand temple. And then we've got these available in future updates. But the Colosseum is not behind that, by the way. So there is a theatre, then a couple of other extra bits, and then there's a Colosseum. So that would be quite good. We've also got a barber, which is built inside an apartment building. Fills the town with barbers. Citizens get nice trim. It's only 3. I'm going to unlock it. There's also a market as well, which basically brings provisions to locations. So shops. There's a wine shop and a barber. So I can build a barber, say, here, here, and here. And then I'll build one over here. That might make everybody in the city barbers. That might be a bit of a problem. But I think it might give us a bonus to happiness. So yeah, we shall see. And also we're getting, more population anyway. Bread-wise, we are on positive, but people just love to eat that bread. We probably need more bakeries somewhere. I've only got the 2. I've got this large bakery here, and then there's another one just nestled in there. Very difficult to see, but it is there. I might have to delete that medium insulas and change it up. People have suggested deleting the medium insulas and going for a large insula, which is not a terrible idea. The difference is that there's There's a difference in happiness, but that might be due to tax rate. It's not due to tax rate, actually. It's due to... I'm not really too sure what it's down to. I think they just have slightly separate needs. Yeah. Or at least not as many negatives. There's no fish over here as well. Do I need a market? So you can build a market, but I've also built shops. So there is in shops and food counter. Yes, shop here for extra snacks. But I don't know, but it's not a market. A market is, if we go to here, market workers carry extra food and other goods to the market to create an easy access for heads of household. And that has got fish on the list, has it not? Yes, it has. I'm going to unlock the market as well. And then the market. Oh, wow, there's loads. Okay, I thought it was... actually thought the market was, like, everything, if that makes sense. Like, each one would do it. Like, there'd be one market for everything, but no. There's one for for everything. Also, a pottery market. If I was to place then a pottery market then in here, would it supply pottery there? Because the heads of household, which there are, I believe, 2. Yes, 2 heads of household for a small insula. Might be able to get pottery there. And then the ones that work at the market will be one that's doing the transporting. I don't know. We will have to see. We're going to go back over to markets then. And was it a... Where is it? Fish market? Fishing hut. Market. Wheat, grape, charcoal, fish. There it is. But where can I put it? Well, you can put it in an area like here. But I don't know. Festival increases its happiness. For each empty adjacent forum tile. Empty adjacent. That wouldn't be empty because we'd be filling it with markets. However, there doesn't matter. I can also place a forum around here if I was so inclined. Okay. And we also have loads of jobs available. What are these shouting about? No iron is available. Yeah, it's another iron problem. So, iron mine, the time moving is not too bad actually. So where is the nearest iron? It's there, and I think there was some over here, was there not? Yes, there was. What's the difference in distance? It's about the same. We do have a merchant though, so I'm going to go to sell. And sell all the wood and all the fish that I can. And then I'm going to buy... I could just buy tools. What was the... No, the trading, because the trading's poor because of the naive governor. It is tools and it is armaments. Okay, so they're selling tools and they're selling armaments. Not selling iron though, and the trading's poor at the moment anyway. So no, I'm not gonna go down that route. Okay, well I know I can build a dam to get more iron. Thermal fracturing, I'm going to unlock that, which is a straight up bonus, increase iron output by 25%. That will work. I'm then going to, I think, build some maybe iron industry here. Iron mine. So, something like that. Must be adjacent to iron. The problem is I need more wood around there. Right, okay. Chop, chop. Chop all these trees down. Clear the area. And here. Like so. That's good. We've still got our forester there, have we not? Yes. Although I've probably put that a bit too close to here, but... There you go. Just keep an eye on that here. Wheat's okay. Fish is really good. Apples is not bad. Pork, we haven't got. Bread... Everyone's using it. Grapes is getting used right up because wine. Everybody's just going for wine. Olives, but we haven't got olive oil. Oh no, it says we do have olive presses. We do actually. Winery. Yes, olive press is there. Yes, it is olive press. So you have a olive press, a singular one. I could put another olive press in because we got loads of jobs anyway. So food and olive press can go in there. It doesn't make any noise, so it's not too much of a problem. I am going to demolish this road here because I'm going to build the road down and round like this. Because obviously we want to put more iron mines here. So iron mines require more stone, because of course they do. And I might build a transport cart just to try and transport the iron. Yeah, where is the iron being stored? It is being stored here. Can I store pottery in a stockpile? I can't. No. I can't do that. Okay. What is being stored in here? Oh, fish. Lots of fish. And wood. I requested wood, but they're not bringing it over. I'm going to change it to wheat. Because we've got so much wheat. And I can trade for that. I can trade with it, should I say. And then you can actually see these guys here. If I click on them. Yes. Works for the dock and it's fetching wheat. So, it is working. Okay. These guys are shouting about wine, even though there's probably wine available. Yes. Very much so. Very much so. Probably going to go for a wine shop then. In here. And I don't want to place I'm very hesitant placing too many shops because I think each one takes up 3 workers, 2 or 3 workers. So I haven't checked charcoal either. Charcoal, we're okay for just. Let's go for wood again because these guys will be using wood now. Yes, thermal fracturing technology. So we want to go for, where is it? Forester. And a forester I'll just put on that corner there. So it's quite near. That's all good. Iron mines going in. And I'm going to place another one in here. There we go. And this obviously generates noise and all of that sort of thing, but it should be fine. Do I want to place another forester around? Am I overdoing it by going from 1 to 4 foresters? Maybe, but we've got so many jobs that it doesn't really matter, so... yeah, go on. I can always get rid of them, and they don't cost much because they're a really cheap building. There we go. Okay. I don't know where the nearest other source of stone is. There's loads of iron over there. Obviously, stone is there. Normally, there's at least a couple of sources of each resource around. But on this map, there might only be the one for stone. Stone quarry. No, it's basically right in the middle, and it's up the hill. Stone deposit. If I change that over to marble quarry, marble, there's only one bit there. So actually, iron mine, 1, 2, 3 locations, 4 locations for iron. Alright. So we have decent options there. You can see our marble is still fine. Obviously, I do want to... Well, if I need to, I'll have to get rid of some of this up here, because the road's basically blocking all of these marble deposits. But we've got enough for it to be fine. For now. Right, stone wall, stone gate. 61 tools. Yeah, they're completely out of iron, are they? Yes. And we've got a drought. Okay, I'm going to try the transport cart. So I'm going to place a transport cart there. It actually requires you to build it. Hopefully you don't just build the oxen or the... I'm assuming it's horse-drawn. Theatres are too crowded. Our citizens want more theatres. Okay. Right, we can do that. It'll be in entertainment. Small theatre. So we have one there. I'm going to place one in... Well... There? Like so. Or do I want that as more... Hang on, let me demolish that. Maybe not there, actually, because that... How much is it for the other theatre? I know it's quite a lot. 9, and I've only got 3. Okay, I don't need it. Small theatre would cover... That one there is covering most of this and across there. So actually here would be perfectly acceptable. Yeah, because I can still build more housing at this location. Because there is a negative value which goes to about there. But I can still put more housing here. We are, however, running out of water, and there is a temple on fire. I mean, to be fair, it is Vulcan, and it is next to 3 charcoal makers. So, of course, it's going to be on fire. Okay. Build a fire brigade near buildings to reduce fire risk. I think I did have a... Did I have a fire brigade? I thought I placed one somewhere. I can't really see because of the bloom currently. And the copious amounts of flame. They are putting out, though. They are doing their best. I can't imagine the charcoal output from these... from this one, at least, to be overly good. I'm just glad that the forests can't set on fire, although that'll probably be an update. Yeah. As we just burn down the whole thing just erupts into, yeah, an absolute inferno. It wouldn't surprise me. Okay, let's see what we're doing with the transport cart. It's in. Transport cart. Assign routes. Left click and drag a selection. That didn't work. Use logistics tab in storage building. Separate route first. Or is it just going to have to be there? Try it again. What? No routes exist. Use logistics tab in the storage building to set up a route. Logistics. And then you have desired amount. That's fine. Okay. I'm going to say... Then over here... We've got... Ah! A moderate horde. Accumulate 1,000 gold. When did that happen? And how did that happen? Let's have a festival, shall we? Actually, not in the middle of a drought. Or maybe in the middle of a drought. Maybe we do that. We don't have the grapes for it. Okay. I want a bigger storage, and I think it's going to be over here. So let's do that. Let's go for storage. It's going to be a stockpile on the corner. And in that, I prioritize it. Yeah. Health has gone down because of fish/pork. These guys are still... Yeah, pottery's still an issue. So setting up these logistics. If I go from here... I can't set that to pottery, though. Because that doesn't do pottery. What if I do a stockpile, small warehouse? A small warehouse, maybe. Here. Just there. A nice little dock-based warehouse. And I can buy the pottery and then that cart. If I can get pottery from here and moved over, that would be good. I don't know. I'm hoping that you just set up the logistics on each building and then the carts just automatically... You just assign the carts to whatever buildings and they just crack on. If that's the case, then it shouldn't be too bad. Water is still an issue. We still have problems with that. I'm just going to max speed this out while we go through. Is there any other... Oh, we can to Mars. Oh, but it takes arms to do it. I don't want to do that then. Consult the gods. We need grapes for that. How much wine are we going through? Obviously far too much. Winery. Open. Closing the wine. I'm closing one of the wineries. Do probably want more grapes. Grapevines. Good soil aspect around here. There we go, there's some more grapevines. This stockpile is now in. So this stockpile, I want in here iron. I want 200. I don't even know how many it can hold. How much can this hold? Large amount of space. Okay. So then this cart... I don't know. Try that again. Add suppliers. Add supplier. Right. All these are suppliers. And that is. Right, there you go. Okay. Right. Assign a transport cart to the service. You. There. Hang on. There's a merchant arrived. Let me get this going first. One second. Logistics. Assign a transport cart to this building. I've got the suppliers in. I have the cart. Drag a selection. Do I have to drag from the whole thing? Like there and there. Yeah, I give up on that for now, and I'm going to do some trade. No, the trader's gone. Right, they've they've give up on it. Okay. Well, the good news is we're storing a lot of the other stuff, which is fine. City is also completely full. Okay. I was going to say I'm going to reduce the tax rate because about the happiness, but you know what? The gold is going... It's good. So it's fine. Visits each assigned route and transports goods as requested. Use buttons in world to assign or unassign routes. Because like this one, for example... Oh, I don't want pottery there. That one... That's just... Is that just full of fish? It really is. That is... Logistics. I want pottery. I want to say 50 pottery. Yes. Okay. And then we had the suppliers, which is naturally going to be the... Well, there's only 3. Large pottery workshop. Done. The route exists. Ah. Right. Hang on. If I say all of those... No, just assign it that way. Right. I'll assign that one, and that one. Because that is now all of the iron. Right. It's obvious when it's obvious. What else can we... that one there. So this transport cart is solely for transporting iron over to there. Right. Now we can crack on. That's another transport cart. That's another transport cart. So we want pottery. I'll go send pottery over here. And I'm going to send fish back to... Where shall I send fish back to? This granary is completely full. All these granaries are completely full. More granary, more better, maybe? Yes. Let's go with food. Because at least there's a granary over here. At least we're bringing, you know, the stuff back. At least we're, you know, bringing it away, and then it's closer. If the fish is coming here, then it's closer to this, the center and the fish markets and other things. That's my logic. This guy, you are on pottery duty. That's all that guy does. Now, ideally, I guess, you want to be transporting back and forward. But I don't know if that's going to break it, because this is taking stuff from there and back. But then I want to bring, then they take the iron back over there. I just don't know how, I don't know what capacity it can be. Oh, good grief. That transport cart's going for it. I'm going to add those in. I'm going to have both of those transport carts basically do the same thing. My next question is there an easy way of finding the transport carts? Because otherwise... And why can't I select that? Come on. There we go. Those are set up all right, yes. So is there an easy way of finding the transport cart? Is there a transport cart overlay? I know that's a cart. And I'm looking for another one. It's probably best to unpause and just to look around and you'll see the thing go. Well, anyway, I know there's one here. So that's just iron. So that's all good. So we have got transport carts running. The way I see it, some amount of logistics is better than no logistics. Okay. And I'm gonna go with, and I can finesse these later on. Still got 33 jobs. There's another transport cart, which is going to be, this is going to be the fish market now. That one there desires 300 fish. I don't even know what it can store, but the suppliers are going to be naturally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then that cart is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's about right. And I know there's a transport cart running around. It's nowhere near as good. Oh, is that the pottery one? That is the pottery one. So it's got pottery going back and the iron coming in. This one has just got the iron outgoing. Yes. And there's another transport cart, which that's the fish cart. That's the stinky cart. Okay. And there's the other one. Found it. No. They're going cross country. It is going cross country. That's the fish. That's the fish one. Okay. I know there's another one to set up somewhere, but I'll get to that later on. Okay. Was going to be dams focusing on this episode, but frankly, we've done well. I think we've done well with the logistics. It's in. It's a start. It's better than nothing. Hopefully. I'm going to watch the comments roll in and disagree. Another weaponsmith, I think, is in order. Because we are going to start to get an army. Merchant. They have tools. They have all sorts of stuff. Right, I'm going to sell all of our wheat, everything else. Tools-wise, an iron. I'm going to buy... even though is the governor naive? We need to set one new governor, yeah. Oh. Well, there's no way I'm going to go with that guy. I don't want any of them. No, reroll. No, they don't reroll anymore. I can understand that. Right, fine. It's going to have to be this guy. It's going to reduce, however, the tax revenue. It's going to reduce the happiness of the citizens by 20%. Well, 20... Yeah, so... no, by 20 happiness. Trending towards 67. They're apparently very unlikable. I don't know what they've done, but they've done a lot of it. Or not enough, depending. Let's see. Let's go with... I'm just going to have to buy all their tools. all their weapons. And that allows me to then go with offering to Vulcan, offering to Mars, and make sure we build a barracks, which I've now unlocked. Right. Phew. Okay. We have probably some need of more guard towers. People have... I was going to say suggested this. It's not a suggestion. It was a demand. Let me demolish that and build a bridge across. Like that. Then the road can go in. Like that. And this forest is going to have to be deleted and shifted because it's not too it's too close in. Forester. I'll put them over there. Because this is all grape country again, and it's going to be probably the same here. Go back over to, where was it? Military, guard towers. We got one there, we got one there. I'm going to put one over here. I'm going to put one... That one's still falling down. Maybe there, because my cross. We've already got two. I think we want one in... Say... I like to place them where, essentially, you're not going to be able to put any other building in. So, like, there's fine, because I'm not really going to be fitting anything there. Although it will get washed away when the flood comes, which is suboptimal, but there you are. We've got one there, we've got one up there. I can place another one there, but I've got one next to it. We've got one in here. I don't know if placing it on the edge here to shoot as they come in, because they do come in around here and around here, don't they? That covers both areas, but no, we've got a forest there. You know what? That should probably do for that one. Okay. And we had some olive oil for a second there. Don't know if you saw that, because we've got some more olive presses. And we've got loads of olives as well. Although... No, wait, we lost due to exposure. Oh, okay. That's changed things massively. Yep. We haven't got it stockpiled, because the stockpile's there, and it's full of wine. Okay. I need an area that's got lots of storage for olives and more olive presses. I think that's the way to go. We're going to call it there for now. That has been a bit of Kingdoms and Castles. I'm going to go through in this first part of the next episode to see how much has been lost for exposure. Yeah, wine again, right? We need to change all of these. We need to have something around here because this is solid growing area now. I'm probably going to build an area... I don't know. I don't even know where it's going to go. I could build more around this part, but that would cover more marble. I'm thinking here is the only solid option. Yeah, around here. More storage for just produce in general, because that's the closest, I think, to the majority of all this. And then we'll get more olives as well. We'll do that, and then we will look at dams eventually, finally, probably, maybe not. Let me know what you think in the comments, and hopefully this is not going to annoy people too much. The logistics carts. We'll see how we get on. Hope you have enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.